Let's try this again. Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to the spring meeting of the Medical Center Council of the University of Iowa, a partnership between the Roy J. and Lucille A. Carver College of Medicine and the University of Iowa Hospitals and Clinics. Today, we will focus our attention on the work of the UI Department of Ophthalmology and Visual Sciences and the Carver Family Center for Macular Degeneration. I'm Cathy Zaharis, Vice Chair of the Medical Center Council Executive Committee, and we're the group that sets the agenda for each one of these meetings. I want to extend a special welcome to all of those of you who are here attending for the first meeting today, and to thank all of you for being here. We gather twice a year for an exclusive showcase featuring presentations by some of UI Carver College of Medicine's most distinguished clinicians and researchers. Through these gatherings, we keep council members apprised of the remarkable achievements in science and medicine at Iowa and of the lives that have been touched by our advances. We also hope that by learning about the impressive achievements and aspirations of our world-class medical personnel, you will find inspiration and realization for your own philanthropy. Opportunities abound for you to have a direct impact on the amazing work going on here at Iowa, and I hope you will not hesitate to talk with the UI Foundation development staff here today about a particular program you might be interested in supporting. I'm happy to see a number of familiar faces here this afternoon, and I look forward to getting acquainted with those of you whom I've not yet met. Look around you and you'll see a room full of people like you, prominent leaders of the UI community who exhibit a vision for the future, coupled with connections and resources to make good things happen here. As philanthropists, professionals, and community leaders, each of you brings something important to the UI Academic Medical Center. We hope that in addition to being generous with your time by being here today, you will also consider a charitable gift. Your participation in the Medical Center Council is incredibly important to the physicians and scientists here today, and as you meet them, you'll understand just how passionate they are at their work, and ultimately to the patients and families they serve with their work, whom you will also meet today. I'd like to take a moment to introduce you to my fellow executive committee members in attendance. As I read their names, I hope those present will stand and be recognized for their leadership. If you have questions about the council or a suggestion on programming in the future, please feel free to approach any one of these committee members. Jeff and Muriel Jeffries, Casey Mahon, over there, Jean Robillard, down front, Roger Simpson, and Herb and Nancy Townsend. Great, thank you. With all the exciting work going on in our clinics and labs at the UI Medical Center, it is really a challenge to select just 2 things to show you each year. But that's exactly what you can count on these council meetings to be truly enlightening and inspiring, and today's program certainly is no exception. As mentioned earlier, our focus today is on the world-renowned eye program. The scientists working here have as their primary goal to eradicate blinding eye diseases and to effectively treat patients suffering from those diseases. This is no small goal, and their success will truly change the world. Indeed, even their small successes change the world for one person at a time. My own mother has glaucoma, and my father-in-law has had severe eye loss due to macular degeneration, so I know all too well how much preservation of sight means to patients and families, and I imagine that the restoration of lost sight must feel like a miracle. And I know my mother-in-law would think it was a miracle she didn't have to read the paper to my father-in-law every morning. So today you'll have the opportunity to learn firsthand how our very own University of Iowa eye program is making remarkable progress towards that goal, in large part due to their commitment to collaboration. At Iowa, leading experts in, now listen to this list, ophthalmology, physiology, engineering, creative writing, and a myriad of other fields work together, merging clinical and research expertise to maximize positive results for patients. That's right, I said creative writing. You'll hear from the country's only professor of English and ophthalmology. If you took in the slideshow photos that was running up here as you came in for today's event, you'll be acquainted with the faces of those who have been touched by our impressive network at Iowa, the visionary leaders in the ophthalmological sciences that we'll hear from today. First, I'd like to welcome a few other campus leaders in attendance today. Please welcome Lynette Marshall, President and CEO, UI Foundation. Flynn Andreezy, he is our Senior Vice President, Development of the UI Foundation. Flynn. And Aaron Monet, Vice President, Health Sciences Department. Development. Aaron. And Paul, is Paul here or Ken? No, okay. I'd also like to offer a special welcome to Jack Evans, President Pro Tem of the Board of Regents, who is here with his wife, Nancy. It's wonderful to see such a great group here today, and I know you're all ready to move on to the program and stop listening to me. So it is now my pleasure to introduce Jean Robillard, UI Vice President of Medical Affairs.